Ladies and gentlemen, it has finally happened. We got him. We got Joao Felix back at Stamford Bridge. Finally. Took a while, but the club finally realized that maybe we should have never let him go, right? Okay, finally he's back. Great. Conor Gallagher is also going to Atletico Madrid, so at least that's sorted out. Now we've got some other issues to discuss. Of course, we're still waiting for that Osimhen deal. Whether or not that will happen remains to be seen. Lukaku still has to leave. Apparently, Carney Chukwuemeka also could leave on loan or a permanent deal. He's already making quite a lot of money at Chelsea, so that might be an issue for the acquiring club. But we know we have a bloated squad. We know we have around 44, 45 players. We know that probably 15, 16 of those players will need to leave this summer, whether it's on loan or permanently. Now, one of such player is Raheem Sterling. To be honest, I did not see this coming. I wouldn't mind selling him, right? He earns quite a lot of money at Chelsea, doesn't play that much, doesn't contribute that much, or at least not as much as you thought he would. But again, the way we're treating him, he was told Friday that he's not in the squad for Sunday's game. I mean, come on. You had the whole preseason to tell him that he's not in your plans, so why wait 2 days before you're playing your first Premier League game? Again, it's all about treating these players, these humans, in the correct way. I understand football, ruthless business, fine. But you had time. You had time to figure out who you want and who you don't want in the team for next season. I mean, you're not going to tell me that, actually Friday they were like, drinking their tea and they're saying, actually, maybe let's try and push out Raheem Sterling out of the team. Doesn't make sense, right? Doesn't make sense. Anyways, we have to try and find a solution. We have to try and find someone that wants to buy him or maybe take him out on loan, but pay the majority of his wages because he's earning a lot of money. And of course, if we manage to get rid of Raheem Sterling and his wages, then probably does free up a lot of money to sign players like Osimhen. So let's wait and see what happens next. But even if we don't get him, right? Even if we don't get Victor Osimhen, we still have quite a lot of players that you need to fit in your team, right? If we look at a potential lineup, again, this is a potential lineup. So goalkeeper, back four, let's not talk a lot about that because all the players are probably midfielders and attacking players. So we've got Caicedo, Lavia, and Kunku, Neto, Jackson, Palmer. Now, you can of course put Palmer in the middle and then change this to Madueke, of course, and do something like this, Felix, Palmer, Madueke with Jackson up front, or you can even change Jackson to Nkunku, right? You can do that as well. You've got Margu as well. So plenty of possibilities. You can change it up. Felix can play a little bit higher. Palmer can go back to the right, but I'd rather see him play here centrally. With Lavia, Caicedo, you can switch it up with Enzo, of course. So yeah, we have to figure out how we fit all of these players in the team because Felix will probably be on the bench once or twice. Palmer, I don't see him being benched. Madueke, we've seen him benched this weekend. Margu, benched. And Kunku, I don't know. Depends if we're getting Osimhen or not. Let's see what happens. Jackson could be benched. Mudryk could be benched. Will probably be benched as well. So we're going to have quite a strong bench, finally. And that, of course, can be seen as a huge positive or a huge negative by some, because having a strong bench means that, well, some good players are not going to be happy because they're not playing, right? Makes sense. But on the flip side, from a club's perspective, if you're struggling during the game, you can then turn to your bench and finally actually put on quality players, players that can make a difference. That's the thing with players like Palmer, Nkunku, Neto, Felix. They are types of players that can create something out of nothing. We have been lacking those types of players, well, actually since Eden Hazard left the club. Let's be honest, when we had issues, he was the genius that found a little bit of space and created something out of nothing. Now, of course, we still lack that goal-scoring machine, that Didier Drogba, that Diego Costa. Could Osimhen be that? Maybe. I mean, he's still not our player, so let's wait and see. But Nkunku And Nkunku has scored quite a lot of goals in Germany. Let's see what happens if he can stay fit throughout the whole season. Things are getting quite exciting for Chelsea fans. I thought we played quite well against Manchester City. Still, silly mistakes, same issues, right? Why buy a new center? Well, the center back was free, Tosin was free, but why buy a new goalkeeper if both of them are going to be on the bench and you still play the same players that had issues before? Just didn't make much sense. But overall, the style of play against Manchester City, I think we played quite well. I'm very excited to see Chelsea play yet again. Of course, it's Servette on Thursday. Okay, we should be winning that game quite comfortably. But then the next games in the Premier League, I am quite excited to see what happens. The more we play together, the more things will flow more naturally. So yeah, some difficult choices, some difficult decisions to make at Chelsea right now, because let's be honest, we have too many players, way too many players. Some players, clearly this club or maybe the coach, probably the club and the coach, think that, look, you're not going to play. It's better for you to go find another club, get some minutes elsewhere, whether it's on loan or permanently. So yeah, we still have, 2 weeks left or so before the transfer window closes, maybe a little bit less. Things are going to go quite fast. You have seen this already in the last couple of days, some players on loan here and there. Things are moving quite fast right now. But overall, Joao Felix is here. Well, he's here. Here we go. Still waiting for an official announcement by the club, but he's not playing for Atletico tonight. So yeah, that deal is probably 99% done. Quite exciting. Quite exciting. Leave your thoughts, comments down in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, do all of that. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.